Hello, hello.
Hello.
How are you on this fine Saturday afternoon?
I'm here.
You're existing. You're living.
Just no nos
Yes.
today.
No nos. So,
No.
I mean, at the moment we don't have a Josh or a RDT either. So
That's true.
this will just be the podcast.
Zip, you and I chatting shit.
Are you in your new apartment?
No,
No. Not yet.
not yet. Not yet. Life has managed to stick itself in the way and cause some issues.
Of course.
Yeah.
You still have it though, right? Like you still.
Oh yeah.
There's no problems in that side of things.
Yeah. I'm I'm a landowner and a renter at the moment.
Of course.
At the same time, which is hugely satisfying on my wallet.
Yeah, of course. I'm sure it's really enjoying that. Is it like a problem you can't get out of your lease yet or something? Or
Yeah, no, I can't get out of my lease until August. So, like in terms of moving, there's no sort of real immediacy to move, and other life stuff is happening at the moment, so that's taking a priority.
Yeah. You can put it off because you don't have to move for another few months anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Ugh. Oh well. Oh, Josh is typing. Let's see what he's got to say for himself. He's on his way home now, maybe a tad late. He was in London, I think.
Oh, poor him.
And I'm always so conflicted with London. I
hate it.
I like it
so much.
sometimes in some places, but then I also dislike it.
Ugh. It's the worst.
I wouldn't want to live there.
Oh no, it would just be odd. Yeah. I speaking to Jesse about an article that I saw in it's some esports website that popped up on my socials, and the headline of the article was well-known UK gaming bar chain closes its doors. So I was like, I don't know of a well-known UK gaming bar chain. I've no idea. So I clicked the article, had a look in. Yeah, they had two branches.
Okay.
Two branches, both in London.
Of course.
Yeah. One in Shoreditch, which is the hipster district.
Right.
And the other in Canary Wharf, which is obviously the banking district.
That's definitely where you find gamers.
I did some research, right? Yeah, exactly. Know your market and know how much you're going to be paying on rent.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
I think for the Shoreditch site, they were probably paying in the region of £175,000 a month on rent. No, £145,000 a month on rent. And the Canary Wharf was near to £185,000 a month in rent for the size of establishment that they had. I know of no bar in the UK that makes that amount of money in a month, let alone
that is ridiculous.
That's just on rent. That is not on anything else. That's not on staff for 1 month. Yeah. So it's like, to be fair, I think they had it coming.
Yeah. Alongside like putting it in a location where you're just not gonna find gamers, really.
Yeah, I mean, you might in the banking district, you might find a few gamer lads, like
possibly
office finance guys that game and stuff, but like
enough to be nerdy enough to go to a gamer bar.
Exactly. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness!
that's
Like,
madness. That's crazy though. Like that monthly rental for one location in London is more than my house costs
mm-hmm,
entirely. Like
mm-hmm, yeah,
that is crazy.
yeah, and I like it may be that they owned the place. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
It, unlikely though. If they
Yeah.
like, if they owned a place like that in London, they'd be charging rent for it.
Yeah, you wouldn't actually
they'd
use
be
it for a
renting it
shop,
out
would
to
you?
someone
Yeah.
else.
You can get nearly
Yeah.
£200,000 a month. Damn. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's how crazy London is, man.
Yeah.
That's like absolutely crazy London is. I don't know it's expensive for a pint in London. I know that, but you're not going to get £145,000 worth of profit
No.
out of a pub in London.
It's
I don't care
crazy
where
the
you are.
difference of just like as soon as you move away from London or well, it's basically the closer you get to London, the more expensive things become, isn't it? As a
Yeah,
general rule.
yeah,
And it's crazy the difference that is. When you look at like like house prices from even just the northeast of England to outside of London, the difference is huge. And
yeah. I don't
then
know
let
how
alone
anybody
London
can
itself.
afford. I don't know how anybody can afford to live there.
I know.
Honestly,
It's madness.
it is. It is madness. State of the country at the moment, though. It's
State of the world.
state
Madness.
of the world. True.
Well, I don't actually really have anything to talk about this month. Maybe we should have just skipped it. Nobody here, and nothing really to say.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything in the. Oh, there's. I suppose you could talk about the crew shutting down.
The 3DS store as well, right?
Oh, yeah, that doesn't interest me as much. But
Oh yeah, there was the petition as well, wasn't there, about the crew and whatnot.
the crew, yeah.
Should probably try and link that.
I think I only sort of briefly glanced over the petition and stuff, but I think it was very well written.
Yeah. I think when I saw it,
I don't think what they're asking for is like too demanding, really.
yeah, it seems
it's not unreasonable in the slightest.
Yeah. If you buy something, you should have it. I mean, like it's crazy that you can buy a product and then they can take it away from you retroactively a few years down the line without putting in any effort to make it possible for you to continue using that product.
Yeah. Yeah. State of gaming, state of modern gaming.
I know. Was the Ubisoft exec, was it, who said like people need to get used to not owning their games and stuff? Like,
Yes, yeah. And there was somebody in the gaming media recently just put a particularly spicy take on Twitter about tipping game devs as well.
oh, I saw
see that?
something
Oh
about
my
that. I didn't
God.
actually. I didn't go into it, but
God in heaven.
like, what was the premise of that? That you would be able to give
let
an
me look it
in-game
up.
tip, and it would go directly to the devs and not the publisher or something.
No.
No.
No. It was just. I think you should be able to tip the developer after you've completed the game if you think that they deserve it. So the money wouldn't ever go to the pockets of the developers. It would just go to the executives, obviously. Ah, yes, Mike Ibarra. Here we go.
I don't
I've.
understand how they can be so like tone deaf to the general population.
Yeah. And like what he doesn't take into account as well is that if you do like a game so much, you do end up putting extra money back into the developer via like buying merchandise and things like that, or buying the soundtrack, or buying a t-shirt or whatever to show your support of that game, and that money does transfer back in. So just go fuck yourself. How about that?
Yeah. Just make a good game.
Just make a good game.
And then,
that's all you need to do.
The money will come. Make some merchandise for that good game.
That's what. That's what the the game Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
The studio behind that have been going on recently about, dude, just make a good game.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do.
Just do that.
Just make a good game and don't be a dick.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. They're getting serious good guy points at the moment because they're putting a lot of money back into like smaller indie games and not asking anything for it in return. They'll put like a bunch of money into Kickstarters like anonymously and just like not ask for any like investment in return or anything like that, just because they want to see like the game succeed and whatnot. So yeah, they're doing a lot of good stuff. I'm not a big fan of like Baldur's Gate style games, but fair play to it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not, but I have actually been playing through Baldur's Gate with Xerxes. It's been like a game we've been playing together.
That's cool.
So that's been nice, and it is like an incredible game. It's not something that I would probably get through on my own, just because I'm not really too fussed about the setting or the law or anything, or how those mechanics are and stuff like that. But you can see the quality in the game.
Yeah, that's good.
And the story keeps me interested.
What up?
Hello.
Who's that guy?
Yeah, I started Baldur's Gate, but kind of got sidetracked. And I'm kind of on your side. I think it is a sick game, but the setting's not exactly my cup of tea.
Yeah.
And I don't really like turn-based combat. But it was fun for like the couple hours I did play it. I'll probably go back to it.
You didn't, I'm guessing if you played for a couple of hours and got sidetracked by other things, you didn't really go too far into the story or anything.
No, I got to like some fortress that's, no spoilers, I mean, some fortress that was like going to get shut down by druids or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still, I mean, it's a huge game as well. It's like such a time investment. Because we played it for like 30 hours together or something, and we're still in Act 1 of 3.
Oh, that's crazy.
Are you playing it couch co-op?
Yeah, just kind of like we're both playing it together on the couch, not really like co-op in terms of controlling different characters or anything. We're just swap the controllers every now and then.
I thought the game might have like couch co-op, so you could play both at the same time. But...
I think it has co-op online.
Oh, okay.
So you can control different characters within the same group, but
yeah.
It's just finding the time sometimes for these massive games.
Yeah, I bought a PlayStation 5 recently.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
And play Helldivers. And started jumping back into Bloodborne. Finished it, but didn't get the true story, so I'm going to play again.
I played Helldivers this morning for the first time.
Oh, how'd you like it?
It's really good.
It's so fun. It's so stupid fun.
It gives me Gears of War vibes.
I can see that. Yeah.
And I like that.
Did you know the the game is developed on a game engine that was cancelled 6 years ago?
Really?
The game engine was cancelled 6 years ago.
The game engine was deprecated over 6 years ago. Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh no.
It's amazing what they've done with that. Then, and especially with it being so well priced.
Yeah, $40.
Yeah. And just fun
and there's
again.
microtransactions, but they're not like ridiculous microtransactions. You
They're
know,
not really necessary, to be honest.
yeah.
Yeah, fun game.
Yeah, I gotta get back into it. I'm just not around that often anymore to really jump in.
Too busy doing stuff.
Yeah, too busy down here at the girlfriend's place. I'm a little late because she made bagels from scratch this morning, and we were enjoying those.
Nice.
That was pretty good.
Nice. It must be nice.
And I do unfortunately have like a hard cutoff in an hour or so. Not an hour from now, but an hour from when we start, which is about an hour from now. But
yeah, I'm getting more increasing feelings of how we should just have postponed this one. Nos isn't here. Josh might be late. We'll get like
And you've
50
got to
minutes,
disappear
40
in an
minutes.
hour.
Say again?
And you've got to disappear in an hour already.
Yeah.
yeah. Where'd I go?
There we go. Then you're back.
Yay. What are we even talking about?
Well, there's another reason why we probably
that's-
shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could just chat for an hour. Like, just get something out there.
the chillest of all the podcasts that we've ever done.
Yeah.
It's the chill squad.
Advertisement. Perfect. Okay, there's a lot on here, but we can probably postpone the NAS stuff. So
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff for NOS, and the thing that I put on like a month ago is also involving NOS, so we can't really do that now. So
oh, is it?
yeah,
Which
the one with the link.
oh.
Oh, I like item number 3. I was going to ask you when that was.
Yeah, this weekend,
Excited?
well, next weekend even. I am. Nervous excitement. I've been given permission to be. I'll talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it now. Why take away
We do always,
talking
we do
points?
always make that mistake.
Yeah.
Hey, pre-show watchers, get more on what we were talking about later in the podcast. Watch the full podcast for more information.
I mean, I bet there's probably some people who will watch the pre-show before the podcast, like just to do it in order, because the pre-show goes up now in the half an hour before the main podcast goes up. So I imagine some people will, but I imagine it won't be many, and I can't imagine there being anyone who watches the pre-show but then doesn't watch the podcast. What should we do? Should we start at 3 anyway, even if Josh isn't here, and we'll just go until he is here?
I'm down for whatever.
Yeah.
Since you've only got an hour anyway, we'll maximize our RDT time.
Yeah. Oh man.
Have you got any topics to add?
Not really. I don't know. When was the last time we did this? Last month.
Less than a month ago, because we're doing it a little early now, since I wasn't able to do next weekend.
Yeah, what have I done since my nephew's birthday?
I'm getting quite concerned, Adam, at the amount of time that you're taking to rattle through these fucking GTA games. If I'm fully honest with you, the amount of amazing games that you're missing out on, that you're going to have to catch up on, is ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. They're taking me longer than I thought as well.
Yeah, well,
I got no answer for you.
Did the Australia GP happen since we last spoke?
Yeah, that was
I think it did.
2 weekends. I think it was 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
2 or 3,
Yeah.
I think. That was crazy. That was a nutty race.
Australia always provides good,
Oh, that was where Science won, wasn't it?
good
Yeah.
shenanigans.
Because
I love the
engine
track.
blew
It's a
up.
great track.
Yeah, it is.
Do you remember Jetta Arts, Bruff,
Yes.
from Xbox? He every once in a while he'll place like bets on motorsport, and for the first time he put a bet on F1, and he was like, Max Verstappen, obviously, and then immediately his car explodes. He's like, ah, fuck.
Oh, it's typical. The one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's no beating Max now, so I'm surprised. I wonder what odds he gets. Like, it must be the slimmest of odds or the longest of odds. I don't know what the terminology is. Whatever it is, you get no return
You
back.
get congratulations. Here's your original bet back and no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it's probably like bet 100 to win 5 or something like
Yeah,
that. But,
yeah.
like,
Jesus. Well, there's our racing corner topics removed from the potential for the podcast now.
we can still talk about it. People don't watch this. Aren't you coming back to the States too?
Yeah, end of August.
End of August. But you're going out west, right?
Yeah, not round your way. Down California way.
I'll wave while you fly over.
It's how long is it to get from New York to like San Diego or Los Angeles? Like, how long is that flight?
Plane, I want to say like 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah, that's long.
Yeah.
You don't realize how
'Cause it
big
takes-
America is until you try to go from one place to another.
Yeah, no. To LA. Let's see. Why isn't it giving me 6 hours, 2 minutes, they're saying? So, yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, the flight to New York wasn't too bad. I thought that was fine. It was like
Well, that's the same, like 6 or 7 hours, right?
I felt like it was longer than that. Actually, it was more like 10 from
10
London.
hours?
I might be wrong. Actually, let me look. Oh,
Just
maybe
make sure
8.
it's not a Boeing.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, jeez. Yeah, I'm taking a flight next week down to South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
Why? What's at South Carolina?
My cousin, who is also my girlfriend's best friend, lives down there, and it's her birthday on Friday, so we decided to take some time after tax season is over to go down there.
Okay.
Yeah. My first time should be fun.
Yeah, you can just go to different countries almost within your country.
Nah, for real. I mean, especially when going south, it's completely different.
Yeah.
It's
It's kind of
life.
amazing that your country is actually a single country.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb when you think about it, but it's not gonna last another 50 years. Let me tell you that much.
It's so different, isn't it? Like the way people think in different parts of the country.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think about that in England too, being so small. You know, you have your pro-Brexit, not Brexit. And even just the different accents between like a Liverpudlian versus someone from Manchester versus Birmingham. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's true. If it happens on such a small scale in the UK, how big of a difference it can be in a country the size of the US. Yeah. I better close some of these windows.
RDT, have you played through the Mafia games?
I've played Mafia, the remaster or the remake of Mafia 1.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good. I played Mafia 2 when I was younger, played through it a couple more times. And then I
Yeah.
kind of just got tired with Mafia 3, to be honest.
Yeah, I got tired with Mafia 3 as well. Like, Mafia 3 was my first one that I tried, and I was just like, this is pretty.
It's
Yeah,
just too repetitive
it's
for
not.
me.
Yeah, it's just go to the place and shoot the dudes, the game.
Yeah, exactly.
One was okay, a bit rough around the edges. I played through the definitive edition just recently.
Okay.
It was okay, bit rough around the edges, but the story was, standard mafia story. I get
Yeah.
it. Cool. Well acted. Okay, cool. Liked it. Second one, the remaster, looks worse than the first.
Really?
Looks worse than the first.
Like than the original release?
Arguably worse combat. It has a worse health system. It has worse lock picking on the cars. It's got just like a bunch of just really weird design decisions. The map is a lot smaller for some reason.
So you're saying the Mafia 2 versus Mafia 1, not the remaster?
Yes, Mafia 2 versus Mafia 1.
Okay.
The map is a lot smaller in terms of Mafia 1, but
Yeah.
the game looks like the definitive edition of 2 looks way worse than the definitive edition of 1. Like there's like no work being done on the textures. They're all really bad.
Yeah, it's a
all
shame
the characters look terrible.
It's a shame it didn't get a full remake like the first one did.
Yeah.
Because I really loved that game when I was, a teenager, I guess is when I played it the first time. I thought it was so cool that if you're like speeding, you'll get the police on you and you'll get a ticket.
No, that annoyed the balls off me. But I liked the way they got around it just by adding in an auto speed limiter. That, that sort of appeased me a little bit,
Yeah.
Yeah, and fuel tanks as well. It only ever happened to me once where I looked down at my speedo and I noticed like the fuel light flashing. I was just like, shit. I'm gonna have to find a gas station now.
I have to stop for petrol.
It's a video game, for goodness sake. See if they do that in GTA 6. I'm like, there's just no way.
Oh, that'd be interesting. That is interesting.
I think they will go for a more like realistic, because they did that with Red Dead, didn't they? Where you had to carry. You had to things that you could carry, and you only had
hated it so much,
and you had to do all of
dirty. Your guns got dirty. You had to clean your body.
Yeah.
You had to clean your guns. You had to fucking clean your horse. You had to fucking fuck off. I'm not playing like chore simulator. I'm playing a fucking video game.
Yeah, if you wanted to loot something, you had to actually get down and go through the animation of looting the character. Like I feel like they're gonna.
I feel like they won't. I feel like they won't.
With the fuel stuff as well, like the GTA 5 has fuel mechanics. Like at least in single player, you don't need to fill up your fuel, but you can run out of fuel if you like shoot the gas tank and it starts leaking fuel, and you'll run out. Yeah. So like the base code is there if they wanted to, iterate on that.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare, Rockstar! Don't even think about it.
All right, we should start.
Don't even think about it.
Right. Bye, pre-show.
Bye, pre-show.
chose the wrong one.
Ah, gee.
Hello everyone, I'm Broffy1322 and welcome to episode 88 of the Chalking Hazard podcast, where we are quite light